Chrisean Rock has once again set the internet on fire, but this time, the outrage has reached a terrifying new level. On the latest episode of Baddies, fans witnessed moments that many are calling nothing short of neglect and abuse toward her own baby. Chrisean Jr., the footage has left viewers horrified, commentators disgusted, and social media boiling over with one chilling consensus. This isn't just messy reality TV anymore. This is a 911 level emergency. The scenes are already being clipped, shared and dissected across every platform. Fans claim they watched Chrisean treat her son recklessly on camera, ignoring his cries, tossing him around like an accessory, and using his presence as a weapon in her ongoing drama with the other cast members. The hashtag #ProtectChris EANGR is trending, with fans flooding timelines with comments like, "This is not entertainment. This is a cry for help, and that baby needs saving now." And it didn't stop there. Insiders say producers were warned before the episode aired that the content was disturbing and dangerous. But instead of cutting it, they aired it, returning Chrisean's parenting struggles into primetime spectacle. For clout, for ratings, for views. And the internet is not having it. To make matters worse, leaked reports suggest that calls to Child Protective Services actually spiked the night the episode aired, as fans across the country dialed hotlines after seeing what went down. Screenshots of supposed call logs are circulating with captions like, "We all saw it. This can't be ignored anymore." And if that wasn't enough, Chrisean herself went live after the episode, angry, defensive, and unapologetic. Instead of easing concerns, she doubled down, insisting, "My baby's fine. Y'all weird for calling CPS? Mind your business." That live only poured gasoline on the fire, with fans screaming in the comments, "This is our business. You don't deserve that child. This has gone too far. This isn't just scandal anymore. This isn't clout chasing. This is a breaking point. The footage is diabolical. The behavior is out of control. And now the world is asking one chilling question. If this is what Chrisean Rock does on camera, what's happening off camera? Chrisean Rock's Baddies meltdown has crossed a line that even her most loyal fans can't defend anymore. Viewers are calling it diabolical after disturbing footage showed what many are calling outright neglect and possibly abuse of baby Chrisean Jr. right there on national television. The scenes were so raw, so reckless, that social media is buzzing with one word: emergency. Fans say they watched in disbelief as Chrisean treated her son more like a prop than a child, ignoring his cries, passing him around during arguments, and putting him in the middle of fights that had nothing to do with him. Twitter exploded with hashtags like #ProtectChris EANGR and #SaveThatBaby. While TikTokers stitched the footage with captions like, "This isn't entertainment anymore. This is dangerous." But the outrage didn't stop at fans. Blogs are reporting that multiple viewers allegedly called CPS the night the episode aired, claiming what they saw on Baddies was enough to warrant investigation. Screenshots of supposed call logs are circulating, paired with captions like, "We all saw it. This can't be ignored anymore." And if that wasn't shocking enough, producers are now being accused of exploitation. Leaked whispers from insiders say staff knew the footage would be controversial, that they flagged it before air, but executives allegedly chose to keep it in anyway, chasing clout and ratings over a child's well-being. Chrisean herself didn't help her case. Hours after the episode dropped, she went live dismissive and defensive. Instead of addressing the concerns, she doubled down, screaming into her phone, "Y'all weird? My baby, fine. Mind your business." The live only made things worse, with comments filled with outrage. "This is our business when a child is at risk. This isn't clout. This is abuse." The internet has seen Chrisean messy before, but never like this. Fans, celebrities, and watchdogs are uniting in their outrage. What was once just toxic reality TV is now being called criminal neglect. And the world is asking the scariest question yet: If this is what happens on camera, what's happening behind the scenes? Chrisean Rock's journey into the spotlight has always been defined by chaos. From the moment she entered the public eye, fans knew they weren't watching a polished celebrity carefully curating her image. They were watching a raw, unfiltered, and often explosive force of nature. That volatility became her brand. Fights, tears, erratic live streams. Public blow-ups. Chrisean didn't just exist in drama. She thrived on it. And for years, audiences consumed it like entertainment. Her rise began alongside Blueface. From day one, their relationship was a spectacle. One week they were inseparable, kissing on camera, calling each other soulmates. The next, they were hurling insults, live streaming screaming matches, exposing each other's private lives in front of millions. Every meltdown, every reconciliation, every scandal fed into the never-ending circus that built. Chrisean Rock's reputation as one of the most unpredictable figures in entertainment. But Baddies was where it all escalated. The Zeus Network show was tailor-made for chaos fights, screaming matches, reality TV drama dialed to the extreme. And Chrisean quickly became the breakout star. She didn't hold back, whether it was throwing fists, flipping tables, or crying on camera. The producers loved it. Fans couldn't look away. Her messy authenticity was gold for ratings. Still, the darker side of that fame was always there. Viewers began to notice patterns. Chrisean seemed to spiral deeper the more cameras were on her. She drank heavily. She fought constantly. And when she became pregnant with Chrisean Jr., many fans hoped motherhood would ground her. Maybe, just maybe, this would be the turning point. But it wasn't. From the moment her baby was born, he became part of the chaos. Photos, live stream cameos, awkward moments on camera. It was clear Chrisean wasn't separating motherhood from the entertainment machine. Instead, she blended the two, pulling Chrisean Jr. into the same messy spotlight that had made her famous. This wasn't the first time fans were alarmed. Months earlier, during a heated live stream, she had pulled out her son-made argument with critics, waving him in front of the camera as she screamed. Viewers begged her to log off to protect her baby, but Chrisean doubled down. That clip alone had sparked hashtags like #ProtectChris EANGR long before Baddies ever aired the latest episode. And then there was Jaden Alexis, Blueface's other baby mama and Chrisean's longtime rival. Jaden had been screaming warnings for years that Chrisean was reckless, that she wasn't fit to raise a child, that she cared more about clout than parenting. For the longest time, fans dismissed Jaden's rants as jealousy. But after this episode of Baddies aired, the tide shifted. Suddenly, Jaden's words felt less like bitterness and more like prophecy. The episode itself was shocking. Fans claim they watched as Chrisean ignored her baby's cries, dragged him into fights, and treated him more like an accessory than a person. The footage was so raw that it sparked immediate outrage. People didn't just tweet about it, they called CPS. Whether the reports were real or rumors didn't matter. The narrative was already set. This wasn't entertainment anymore, it was abuse. And the worst part? Producers let it air. Leaked whispers suggest that staff flagged the footage, warning executives that it crossed the line. But Zeus allegedly chose to keep it in, knowing full well it would ignite controversy. The gamble paid off in ratings, but at what cost? The internet wasn't praising Chrisean for being raw or real anymore. They were horrified. They were disgusted. And they were demanding action. Chrisean's response only made it worse. Instead of reflecting, instead of apologizing, she went live. Defensive and dismissive, yelling into her phone. "Y'all weird? My baby, fine. Mind your business." But this time, fans didn't back down. Comments poured in. "This is our business when a child's in danger. You just proved the point. This isn't clout anymore, it's a 911 emergency." That's why this moment feels like the point of no return. For years, Chrisean's chaos was entertaining, messy, even addictive. But now, the chaos involves an innocent baby and the world isn't laughing anymore. They're horrified, they're mobilizing, and they're demanding accountability. Because the truth is, What happened on Baddies wasn't just another messy episode. It was a warning, a glimpse into a darker reality. And the scariest question fans are asking now is this: if this is what Chrisean Rock does on camera, what's happening off camera? The episode of Baddies that sent the world into outrage started like any other: chaotic, messy, full of screaming matches and drunken antics. But from the moment Chrisean Rock appeared on screen with baby Chrisean Jr. in her arms, fans said something felt wrong. The energy shifted. What was supposed to be entertainment quickly turned into something darker, something no one wanted to see. At first, it seemed like Chrisean was just doing what she always does, bringing her son everywhere, blending motherhood with the spotlight. But the tone changed fast. In one scene, cast members were arguing, voices raised, glasses shattering in the background. And there was Chrisean yelling back while holding her baby. The camera caught the child crying, clearly unsettled by the noise, while Chrisean continued screaming over the chaos. Viewers sat in shock. Clips flooded social media immediately. One viral tweet read, "This is not drama. This is a baby crying in the middle of a brawl. What are we even watching?" Another fan posted, "We wanted Baddies, not CPS level footage." But the episode didn't stop there. Later, cameras caught Chrisean setting baby Jr. down in a chaotic environment. Distracted by another fight brewing nearby, castmates could be heard whispering off camera, "She needs to take him out of here. This ain't right." Yet the producers didn't cut. They didn't intervene. They filmed it. They aired it. The backlash was instant. Fans weren't laughing. They weren't entertained. They were horrified. Hashtags like #ProtectChrisEANGR, #CPS911, and #CancelBaddies shot to the top of trending lists. On TikTok, mothers posted emotional videos crying, saying they couldn't even finish the episode because it was too triggering. One TikTok stitched the crying baby with a caption, "This isn't TV, this is neglect." Racked up 7 million views in under 24 hours. And then the first twist hit. An anonymous account dropped alleged behind-the-scenes audio from the filming of that episode. In it, a voice believed to be a producer can be heard saying, "Don't cut. This is the content. This is what people want to see." Another voice, nervous, replied, "But the baby's crying. This is going to get us in trouble." The first voice shot back, "Trouble brings ratings. Keep rolling." The internet exploded. Fans weren't just blaming Chrisean anymore, they were blaming the network. The theory took hold fast. Zeus Network had deliberately exploited the situation, knowing full well it was dangerous just to chase clout and views. A flood of tweets hit the timeline. "Shut down Zeus. This ain't entertainment, it's exploitation." They filmed a baby crying in neglect and thought it was content. Sick. The leak flipped the narrative from just Chrisean's responsibility to a full-scale industry scandal. Not only was she reckless, but the producers allegedly let it happen. Even encouraged it because they knew the controversy would trend. And they were right, Baddies had never had this many eyes on it. But at what cost? Then came the wildest twist, yet rumors began to swirl that Child Protective Services was contacted in real time as the episode aired. Fans claimed hotlines were flooded with calls. Screenshots circulated online showing alleged CPS email confirmations, though no one could verify them. Still, the whispers were enough to spark full-blown panic. Suddenly, this wasn't just reality TV drama, it was a possible legal situation, with Chrisean facing scrutiny that could reach beyond the cameras. The clip of Chrisean going live after the episode aired only made things worse. Tearful and furious, she screamed into her phone, "Y'all weird for calling CPS? My baby fine. Y'all don't know nothing. This my son, and y'all not taking him?" But instead of calming fans, the rant only solidified their anger. The comments were brutal. "This isn't about you, it's about your baby. We do know something, we watched it on TV. Stop deflecting and start protecting." And just when people thought it couldn't spiral further, Jaden Alexis jumped in. Blueface's other baby mama, already known for dragging Chrisean whenever motherhood comes up, went live and unloaded. She ranted for 30 minutes straight, screaming, "See? I've been telling y'all. She don't deserve that baby. This is what happens when you put fame before family." Her rant trended instantly, splitting the internet even harder. Team Chrisean called Jaden bitter and jealous. Team Jaden said she was right all along, and that Chrisean Jr. needed to be removed from this circus immediately. The war was raging online. The leaks were piling up, and the outrage was only growing louder. But the scariest part, rumors began circulating that Zeus had even more footage unedited. Raw, unreleased clips that were too extreme for TV. And if those ever see the light of day, this won't just be backlash. It'll be a full-blown scandal that could end Chrisean's career and possibly change her life forever. The night after the Baddies episode aired, the internet didn't calm down, it combusted. Hashtags like #protect ChrisEangr, #shutdownZeus, and #ChrisEancps climbed to the top of trending lists across Twitter, TikTok, and Instagram. But this wasn't just fan chatter anymore. This was outrage spiraling into action. TikTokers stitched the crying baby clips with captions like, "This isn't entertainment. This is abuse on camera." Some creators broke down the episode frame by frame, circling moments where Chrisean ignored her baby's distress or shoved him around while screaming at castmates. Mothers on TikTok uploaded emotional rants saying the episode triggered them and made them physically ill. One video with 9 million views summed it up. "Y'all are watching trauma. That child isn't a prop. He's crying for help." But the escalation didn't stop with fans. Celebrities started chiming in. A Grammy-winning R&B singer tweeted, "This ain't it. Protect that baby before something worse happens." Another reality star posted, "Zeus is diabolical for airing this. Cancel the whole show." Even rappers who usually avoid mom drama in public began dropping snake emojis and cryptic posts clearly aimed at Chrisean. The celebrity backlash gave the scandal legitimacy, and suddenly blogs were running. Headlines like "Hollywood turns on Chrisean," an industry calls out Zeus over child neglect. Then came the reveal that made fans' blood run cold. An anonymous account dropped what they claimed were internal emails from Zeus producers. In the emails, staff allegedly discussed the controversy before the episode even aired. One line in particular went viral. "We can't cut this siddle trend. CPS calls will boost the ratings. The chaos is the content." The internet lost its mind. Fans weren't just blaming Chrisean anymore, they were turning on Zeus. Petitions demanding the network be investigated racked up hundreds of thousands of signatures. Overnight, a viral tweet said it best. "They're not just exploiting Chrisean, they're exploiting her baby. Shut Zeus down." And then the most shocking escalation yet, rumors began swirling that CPS had actually shown up at Chrisean's house after the episode aired. Multiple blogs reported whispers of a wellness check, though no official confirmation surfaced. Still, the speculation alone sent social media into hysteria. Fans tweeted, "It's about time. If they don't take action, this baby won't survive this circus." Chrisean, of course, went live in response. She screamed into the camera, tears in her eyes, insisting, "Ain't nobody taking my baby. Y'all call CPS? Y'all really weird for that? My son is fine. Y'all just jealous. Y'all hate me." But the live only poured gasoline on the fire. Viewers flooded her comments with, "This ain't about you. It's about your child." Others spammed, "If he's fine, why does every clip look like neglect?" And just when the internet thought they'd seen it all, the second shocking reveal dropped. Jaidyn Alexis, Blueface's other baby mama and Chrisean's eternal rival, posted a cryptic story, a blurred screenshot of what looked like video footage. Her caption read, "If y'all think that episode was bad, wait till I drop this. I'm done staying quiet." The internet froze. Was Jaden bluffing? Or did she actually have receipts, videos, screenshots, voice notes that proved Chrisean was neglecting her son even worse off camera? Fans immediately split down the middle. Team Jaden begged her to expose everything, drop the footage, end this once and for all. Team Chrisean accused her of weaponizing the baby to score points. This isn't about you and Blueface. Leave the kid out of your beef. But the suspense was unbearable. Blogs blasted headlines like Jaden promises explosive receipts and could this end Chrisean's custody. Even Blueface was dragged into the storm. Leaked audio allegedly from a phone call surfaced online with a voice fans swore was his saying, "She'll keep messing up. I told her stop putting the baby on camera, but she don't listen. Now everybody watching, it's over." Whether real or fake, the leak shifted the narrative again. Even Blueface, the king of toxic chaos himself, sounded like he was done covering for Chrisean. The escalation was complete. What started as a controversial episode of Baddies had snowballed into a cultural firestorm involving celebrities, executives, family members, and possibly even the law. And the scariest part, everyone knew Jaden still had her evidence waiting in the wings. The question now wasn't if the next reveal would drop, but when, because if Jaden's footage is real, if CPS is really watching, and if Zeus has more unreleased clips locked away, then this feud isn't just about messy drama anymore. It's about custody. It's about careers. It's about survival. And fans can feel if the next twist will be the one that changes everything. The internet wasn't just buzzing after the Baddies episode, it was in full-blown meltdown. Clips of Chrisean Rock screaming while baby Junior cried in her arms dominated every social feed. The hashtag #ProtectChris, EANGR, wasn't just trending, it was the #1 conversation across Twitter, TikTok, and Instagram. Fans weren't debating drama anymore. They were staging an online intervention. Twitter threads went viral, breaking down the episode moment by moment. One post with 300K retweets read, "Here's every time Chrisean ignored her baby's cries on Baddies. This ain't entertainment, it's neglect." Screenshots flooded timelines, circling every frame where JR looked distressed. TikTok creators stitched emotional reactions, crying on camera, saying they couldn't believe a network allowed this to air. One clip with 15 million views asked, "Why are we watching a baby be traumatized for ratings?" But the reaction wasn't just fans, it was celebrities too. A-list singer Summer Walker tweeted bluntly, "Take that baby off TV. This is disgusting." Cardi B liked a post calling Zeus exploitative and evil. A former Baddies cast member posted on Instagram, "I quit because I saw how dirty the producers were. They don't care about us, and they sure don't care about that baby." Even Nicki Minaj threw subtle shade on Queen Radio, saying, "Some of y'all think having a baby is an accessory, until CPS knocking on your door." The media piled on next. Blogs lit up with savage headlines, from reality star to risky motherhood, Chrisean under fire. Zeus faces boycott after baby neglect episode. Is this the end of Baddies? Podcasts dedicated entire episodes to the fallout, with commentators saying this isn't just toxic TV anymore, it's a crisis. That child is being exploited, period. Even mainstream outlets that usually ignored Zeus drama jumped in, framing it as a cultural debate about fame, motherhood, and the price of clout. Meanwhile, the industry began to fracture. Brands quietly distanced themselves from Chrisean, with one sponsorship rumored to be paused indefinitely. Influencers who once collaborated with her posted cryptic tweets like, "Can't co-sign this energy no more." Some cast members of Baddies even unfollowed her overnight, fueling speculation that the pressure was spreading behind the scenes. But the backlash, wasn't unanimous. Team Chrisean fought hard online, insisting she was being unfairly targeted. They argued she was a single mom trying her best under a microscope, and that Jaden Alexis was manipulating the narrative out of jealousy. One viral comment read, "Y'all mad when she keeps her baby close. Y'all mad if she leaves him behind." Which is it? Another defended her. At least she's not hiding her motherhood. Y'all just hate her no matter what she does. Still, Team Jaden saw this as vindication. Clips of her screaming that baby is not an accessory were now being replayed as if they were gospel. Fans reposted her lives with captions like, "She was right all along." Suddenly, Jaden wasn't just a rival baby mama. She was being framed by some as a whistleblower, the only one saying out loud what everyone else was afraid to admit. And the suspense only grew when Jaden teased her mysterious evidence. Fans swarmed her comments demanding, "Drop it. Expose her." Others worried she was going too far. Don't drag the baby deeper into this. Either way, her cryptic story had the whole internet waiting on edge. Then came the chilling rumor. Multiple gossip pages claimed CPS had conducted a wellness check at Chrisean's home. Whether true or not, the idea spread like wildfire. Memes popped up of CPS agents knocking on Chrisean's door. Tweets read, "About time they stepped in." For many, the rumor felt like confirmation that things had gone too far, and all the while, Zeus stayed silent. No statements, no edits, no apologies, just more promotion for the next episode. Fans saw this as proof the network was shamelessly exploiting the chaos, stoking outrage as free marketing. One viral TikTok put it bluntly, "Zeus is playing chess with a baby's life, and y'all are watching." The reaction had grown bigger than Chrisean herself. This wasn't just about her parenting anymore. It had become a cultural flashpoint. A debate about motherhood under a microscope. About toxic reality TV crossing the line into child exploitation. About how far networks will go for clout. And through it all, the loudest question remained unanswered. What exactly is in the footage Jaden promised to drop? Because if the episode already had fans calling 911 in their heads, what Jaden hinted at could be even darker, and the world is bracing for it. When Jaden Alexis hinted she had receipts, fans thought it was just shade. Just another jab in the never-ending war between her and Chrisean. But then late one night, without warning, she dropped it. And what she posted sent the internet into pure hysteria. On her Instagram story, Jaden uploaded a short but damning clip. Chrisean rock backstage during Baddies filming. The grainy video showed her pacing with baby Junior in her arms. The baby was crying, wailing, clearly distressed. But Chrisean wasn't consoling him. Instead, she was yelling at someone off camera, screaming, "Y'all don't tell me how to raise my son. He fine. Stop acting like he not fine." She bounced the baby roughly while shouting. And the clip cut off right as a crew member said nervously, "This don't look good." That 8-second video spread across the internet like wildfire. Fans said their stomachs dropped watching it. The hashtags #SaveChrisEangr and #UnfitMother exploded instantly. Twitter was filled with posts like, "This isn't drama anymore. This is a baby crying for help." TikToks dissected the footage frame by frame, pointing out how frantic and unhinged Chrisean looked. But Jaden didn't stop there. She followed the video with a voice note, allegedly from Blueface. In it, his voice could be heard saying, "I told her stop doing this. I told her keep the baby off camera. She don't listen. She never listens. Now look what's happening. I can't cover for her no more." The leak rocked the internet. For years, Blueface had been part of the circus fueling chaos, instigating drama, living for clout. But this audio made it sound like even he was stepping away, throwing Chrisean under the bus, admitting what critics had said all along. She was spiraling out of control, and the baby was caught in the middle. Blogs plastered headlines across every feed. Jaden exposes Chrisean with disturbing baby footage. Blueface throws Chrisean under the bus in leaked audio. CPS rumors intensify after new evidence surfaces. The world was in shock. Fans couldn't believe this was real. And the outrage wasn't just words, it turned into action. A petition calling for CPS to formally investigate Chrisean's parenting skyrocketed overnight, hitting 500,000 signatures in less than a day. Screenshots of alleged hotline reports circulated again, with captions like, "This time, they can't ignore it." And how did Chrisean respond? With another live, tear-streaked, frantic, pacing through her house with the phone in her hand. She screamed, "Y'all trying to take my baby from me? Y'all really want to see me lose everything. I love my son more than anything. He with me 24/7. Ain't no CPS, ain't no Jaden, ain't no internet gone take him away." But the live backfired horribly. The comments were vicious. "This isn't love, this is obsession. You're proving you're unstable." This is exactly why CPS needs to step in. And then, in the middle of her rant, she dropped one chilling line that made everything worse. "If they try to take him from me, y'all gonna see me lose my mind?" The internet froze. Fans clipped that line immediately. Some called it a cry for help. Others called it a threat. But everyone agreed it was terrifying by the next morning. Rumors swirled that CPS had in fact visited her home, though nothing was confirmed. The blogs ran with it anyway. Emergency wellness check at Chrisean's house. Screenshots of alleged neighbors saying they saw official cars outside her place circulated widely. Whether true or not, the speculation alone kept the outrage alive. And then just when it felt like the situation couldn't get darker, Jaden posted again. This time, a cryptic message that shook fans to their core. A black screen with white text that read, "That wasn't even the worst of it. I've got more. And when y'all see it, everything changes." The internet went into panic. What could possibly be worse? Was there more footage? More proof? Something so damaging it could end Chrisean's career or worse, her custody rights for good. The cliffhanger was brutal. Fans begged Jaden to drop it immediately, while others warned her to stop playing God with a baby's future. But the suspense was unbearable. Everyone was bracing for impact, because if what Jaden is holding really is worse than what we've already seen, then this isn't just a scandal anymore. It's the kind of evidence that could take Chrisean Rock from reality TV star to losing her son in front of the whole world, and the internet is waiting, holding its breath, terrified, ready for the next bombshell, because one thing is clear, this story is far from over. So here we are. What started as another wild episode of Baddies has spiraled into one of the most disturbing scandals reality TV has ever seen. We've watched the clips. We've seen the crying baby. We've heard the leaked audio. And now with Jaden Alexis dropping evidence and hinting that there's even worse footage still in the vault. The question isn't whether Chrisean Rock has crossed a line. It's how far she's willing to go before someone else steps in. But now I need to hear from you, because this isn't just another messy fight. This is a cultural debate about fame, motherhood, and where the line is between content and exploitation. Do you think Chrisean is being unfairly targeted by haters and jealous rivals? Or do you believe the evidence proves she's spiraling out of control, putting her baby in danger? Is Jaden exposing the truth to protect Chrisean Jr. Roar? Is she weaponizing this child to destroy her rival once and for all? And what about Zuzar? Are they just giving fans raw TV? Or are they complicit in exploiting a baby for ratings? Drop your thoughts in the comments right now. Don't hold back, because this isn't just gossip, it's a 911 emergency. And your voice is part of the story. And listen, if you've been glued to every second of this saga, every rant, every leak, every shocking twist, you already know the next chapter is coming. Jaden promised more. The rumors about CPS are growing louder. And Chrisean, she's not backing down, so smash that like button, hit subscribe, and turn on notifications, because when the next bombshell drops, you're going to want to be the first to hear it. Trust me, this story is far from over. The biggest twist hasn't even hit yet.